Hello, and welcome to another edition of Frequently Asked Questions.
Yay.
Welcome to the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy. I have a brand new student here, Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
How do?
And he's been doing this for less than a week. So he's got some questions for me. So I figured I'd give him an opportunity to just shoot the questions.
Well, I would like to know how long is this process for me to learn to do Tai Chi Gong?
How long is the process? Okay. So typically 2 to 3 months it takes to learn the whole sequence. There's Tai Chi. So there's 10 Tai Chi exercises that are incorporated. There are 6 yoga exercises that are incorporated. And the whole thing is wrapped up into Qigong. So there's 9 dances that you're going to learn that's going to incorporate all these things.
Yeah, I find it pretty challenging. I enjoyed it the whole time during the class, but I was thinking, wow, this is really going to take me a while. But hopefully I'll be. So you're saying, like, is that coming like 3 days a week?
Okay, so if you wanted to be good at tennis, would you take class once a week?
No,
If you wanted to be good at yoga, would you take class once a week?
no, probably
All
at
right.
least 3 times. At least.
Okay, well, for my money, I want to go 5 days a week. If
I
I want to be good at it.
If I can wake myself up, which was sometimes a challenge.
Okay, so here's how we change the time schedule. You set your alarm clock for 5:30 a.m. Now, if you wake up at 5:30, what time are you going to get tired?
If I wake up at 5:30 in the morning,
You're going to be tired around 9:30, 10 at night.
probably.
And so you're going to go to bed earlier.
But I eat late.
Ah, that's the problem. So you
I
have
know
to
that's not
eat
good.
5 hours before you go to bed.
This is really requiring discipline.
This is requiring discipline. This is what Qigong is all about. It's about mastering your life force. Okay? So if you eat dinner at 5, bedtime is at 10. If you eat dinner at 6, bedtime's at 11. If you eat dinner at 7, bedtime's at midnight. Now, can you get by on 5.5 hours sleep?
I'd like to get around 7 if I can.
Okay. So that
At
means if class is at 7:30, you got to get up at 6:30 at least, which means that you've got to
Get to sleep around 11.
You got to go to sleep around 11, which means dinner time's going to be at 7.
Well, I'll just I have to really.
Discipline, commitment. That's the key to self-mastery is commitment. So you have to commit to going to bed at a certain time, which means you have to commit to eating dinner at a certain time in order to be up in the morning in order to get to Qigong class.
Well,
Does that make sense?
discipline's a good thing, and I'm looking forward to just getting with the whole program.
Okay.
I also wanted to know, are you going to explain the benefits to the exercises while the class is taking
Absolutely.
place?
What I've discovered is that some people are kinesthetic, which means they feel the energy. Some people are auditory, they have to hear the message. And some people are visual, they got to see it. So the auditory people, I've got to say what I'm doing while I'm doing it. To the visual people, I have to show them. And to the kinesthetic people, I have to explain what the internal feeling is like. So I address all 3 learning styles. And of course, I do explain the benefits of each exercise while we're doing it.
Yeah, I look forward to learning about how the body systems are affected by the various movements. And I would say I'm a more auditory learner, being a musician. I tune into sound.
I tune into the sound.
I guess I'm visual too, but more towards the sound.
More towards the auditory. So in Qigong, we divide the body into 3 parts. One is called the Jing, one is called the Qi, and one is called the Shen. And those are what we call 3-dimensional energy spheres, and they overlap. So the Jing field is where the digestive system and the reproductive system meet together to make hormones, and it goes up to the top of the diaphragm. The Qi field is obviously the circulatory and the respiratory system, and where the blood comes in to get oxygenated, but that starts below the diaphragm. So there's an overlap between the Jing and the Qi field at the diaphragm. Now, the Qi field goes up to the top of the throat, but the Shen field, which is mental intention, focus, and will, goes to the bottom of the throat. So there's an overlap at the throat. So the diaphragm and the throat are the overlap between the Jing, the Qi, and the Shen. Now, how do you make a sound? You've got to push the air out of your lungs to vibrate past the vocal cords. So when I hear somebody who has a watery voice or a shaky voice, I know that their diaphragm is out of play and they need more Qi. And that's what you're going to learn in our class.
I could use some of that for sure. Yeah. Well, also, what can I expect to learn after the
So after you
yoga?
master the 9 Tai-Qi Yoga dances, after you learn those 9, then we go into Qi fitness, and we use weighted bars and weighted balls, and they're at the most 2-3 pounds. So we start with 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, and there's certain exercises that we learn. Now, in the Tai-Qi Yoga, there's something called Qi cups, and we take a plastic teacup, and you've actually had that experience. And so we have to learn how to maintain our balance. And then when we get to the Qi fitness, and you're carrying weighted balls, 2-pound balls, then you begin to realize that your elbow, wrist, and shoulder all get benefited from carrying the extra weight. And then if you really want to go on past the Qi fitness, then you can get to be a Blue Dragon Qigong instructor.
All right. Very nice. That might be something I might want to attain. What about lower extremity strengthening?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me that. So hip, knee, ankle are the 3 major joints. Now, there's a bedtime sequence that we do where we actually use a loose fist, and there's a whole bedtime sequence of drumming the lower extremities. And then there's something what we call modified horse stance. And then as we do our exercises in modified horse, and then there are certain upper body exercises, but we actually bend our knees. Mm-hmm. And we just come down about 3 inches and then go up 3 inches. As we bend our knees and go up and down, it strengthens all the muscles,
I can see that helps
and meridians,
the
and joints. Exactly.
Muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I also wanted to add in that being that I do play a violin and guitar, and I like that when we use the stand cups, that I'm really moving my wrists like at every plane. Because to me, I mean, I would think to everybody to keep their wrists loosened up, mm-hmm. Flexible is really essential.
Absolutely, especially to lower blood pressure. The more flexible your wrists are, and then the older you get, you retain strength in your hands. Okay, so all that's very, very important. And if you want, you can actually get a certification either in as an instructor for the Tai-Qi Yoga or the Qi Fitness, or even the Blue Dragon Qigong instructor. You can get certified in all 3 levels. So,
well, I'm really excited to get more into this for sure. It's I've been finding a lot of fun, and it's getting me up early. So I'm grateful for that. yeah, I find it really fascinating.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy. Thanks to Jeff for asking us these questions. And tune in next time to frequently asked questions at the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy.
Thank you for chatting.
And remember,
Your health is in your hands. Prevention is the only cure. And if you want to be well, you've got to Qigong well.
Qigong well, indeed.
Come on, Lefty.